What's up, y'all? The home run derby last night was amazing. One for the books, no questions about it. Cleveland, you knew they were going to bring it. Their sports, their atmosphere, their fans always impresses me in everything that they do. Whether it be baseball, basketball, or football, Cleveland is such a sport town. In this episode, we're going to talk about the home run derby. Pete Alonso, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. absolutely lit it up. So stay tuned and let's get into it. So going into this home run derby, you have to know that the right field porch is welcoming to left-handed hitters. And then the left field porch, a high fence for a right-handed batter, you have to know that the left-handed batter is going to have somewhat of an advantage. So in my opinion, I had Vladimir Guerrero Jr. beating Josh Bell to win the championship this year. I saw the clips of Vladimir Guerrero Jr. on Instagram where he was just dropping tank after tank, and I know that there are really good hitters in this home run derby. Bregman and Chapman, personally, they were not even contenders for me. They don't have the home run derby swing, and this field I didn't think it really played well for their swing and how they go about hitting. So they weren't really contenders for me. Jock Peterson was a contender in my book. Josh Bell drops bombs, and he definitely is one of the more impressive guys coming out of the first half of baseball. But then you got to think about Pete Alonso and Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Pete Alonso, I knew he had power. He's on my fantasy baseball team, so I know all about him. 30 bombs in the first half of the season. Thank you so much. Please do it again next half. He looks like a weird guy. He seems like he has an upper body that is way too big, but man, his power, his core, his torso, he is a beast, and when he hits the ball, he absolutely explodes on it. And then you also got to know Vlad Guerrero Jr. Everybody knows him. Whether you know baseball or not, you've probably heard of him, whether it be through his dad or through social media. The dude's going to be sensational. So talented, so it's all there. Carlos Santana, he was the hometown guy. I thought that he may have a chance and put on a show just because the atmosphere would be backing him up, be pulling for him. He did get put out. All right, so with all that being said, this home run derby was so good for baseball. Like, Twitter was going crazy over the Jock Peterson and Vlad Jr., their little overtime swing off. So good for baseball. This is something that Major League Baseball has truly done right. It's got better and better every single year. It's truly progressing into being something that is a must-watch event in sports. I love how they have all the All-Stars on the sidelines. Even the guys that don't make the All-Stars are there. The families are there. It's always been like that, but the atmosphere, social media, and everyone being so involved with it nowadays, how they have the 4-minute clock, and if you hit 4:30 twice, you get added clock. It's so good, and it works so well. The first round, Vlad put on a show with 28 or 29. Then the second round, Vlad and Jock Peterson. Jock's swing is really nice as well. Jock did it a couple years ago as well and competed really well, so I knew he would have a chance at winning this, but I didn't know who he was going to be paired up with and so forth. So I was a little bit disappointed in Josh Bell. I thought that his performance was very subpar. I thought that he would do a lot better. The pitcher, his BP thrower, was not that good, I will say. I'm not giving him any excuses, but he has probably the most power that was in the home run derby last night. But with that being said, it was truly a great thing for baseball last night. And then Vladimir versus Pete Alonso at the end. Pete comes out and wins it for the Mets. The atmosphere last night, again, I will say it one more time, was so good for baseball. You could tell that it meant something to the players. Pete Alonso was very emotional in winning. Getting $1 million does mean something to them, so I think it's great. And I just wanted to make this video because I know it was last night. I wanted to give you guys my thoughts, what I thought about it going forward, going into it last night. Again, I did pick Vlad Jr. to win it, but I just think that the MLB is doing it right. They need to keep doing it. This is a short and sweet video, but you know, the second half is going to be very awesome. Tonight is the Major League Baseball All-Star Game, which is always great. One of the more competitive games in, you know, sports today when it comes to All-Stars or Pro Bowls or, you know, whatever you want to call it. It's one of the best, you know, events in sports when it comes to all the stars playing against each other. It's one of the only ones that's actually competitive nowadays, and they actually play. I see the National League lineup being a little bit more, I guess, stacked. They're both stacked, I get that, but I think the National League is gonna, it's hard for me to say that being a Yankees fan, but I do think the National League is gonna win this year. So with all that being said, thanks so much for watching this video. Please make sure to come back, like, and subscribe to my channel, and make sure to hit the alert button so you don't miss out on any of my videos going forward.